If you like the show and you like to keep us around, why not support us at patreon.com/Geekykeys. For as little as $1 or more a month, you can get access to things like early episodes and much, much more. Simply go to patreon.com/Geekykeys and click on Become a Patron. That's patreon.com/Geekykeys. Hey guys, and welcome to episode number 5 of the Geekykeys Podcast show. In this week's science news, we got some unbreakable glass, what's blocking the light of a distant star, and we'll be talking about the newest Star Trek series to premiere in 2017. In tech news, we got some bad news for the biggest tech companies in the world apparently failing the grade on data privacy rights. And our gadget of the week, we'll be talking about what Skype has been getting up to in connection with some cool small-wheeled robots that apparently will deliver your goods straight to your door. Yes, in our movies we can't wait to see, we'll be talking about The Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 2, as well as #horror. I'll see you straight after this. Hey guys, welcome back. Let's get straight into our science news of the week. Our first topic today, Japanese scientists have created a glass that's pretty much unbreakable. Now, scientists working at the University of Tokyo's Institute of Industrial Science, or the IIS, have fashioned a new type of glass that they say is almost as strong as steel. And it could be making our smartphones and electronic gadgets a little bit more durable. I think I speak for everybody when I say it's time now for something like this to arise. I think we've all dropped our smartphones one too many times and just watched the screen cracks. Yes, now they're saying that they will be looking into commercializing the technique within 5 years. The special ingredient in the extra tough glass is apparently alumina or aluminium oxide, which is a compound used in plastics and paints, and it is known for its hardness. Yes, looking forward to that one. Now let's get into our second topic. Scientists can't explain what huge object is blocking the light from a distant star. Now this is something you've probably heard or read about in the last couple of days, even weeks. Okay, now if you're wondering what this is all about, let me tell you. A distant star called KIC 846285-2, yes, a very long catalog number I know, is a star approximately 1500 light years away from Earth, and it is displaying a strange pattern of dimming that has astronomers scratching their heads. Okay, now if you're wondering why we're just staring at distant stars with our telescopes, it is not for the fun of it. Astronomers are actually planet hunting at the moment, and we as humanity have been doing so since Kepler. So this Kepler Space Telescope has widened its gaze on the universe. Yes. Okay, now let me tell you about how astronomers actually do this. Okay, the way they discover planet or objects orbiting a distant star is by looking for dips in starlight coming from the star, and then they can work out the size and orbital pattern or period of the object. Yes. Now, let me tell you what's strange about this one. Okay. These brightness dips are usually very slight, with the stars dimming by less than 1% every few days, weeks, or months, depending on the size of the planet's orbits. Now, what makes KIC, I'm not going to write the whole catalog number again, I'm going to be a bit lazy, such a strange star to study is that not only are there way more dips of brightness than expected, these dips are highly irregular. Okay, now I'm going to be putting the link on our Facebook and Twitter as well as in the show notes, and I'm going to be looking for graphs I can put up there, and then you can go and check this out for yourself. Okay, this is very, very cool to see these irregular dips. Now, there have been many theories thrown at this that range anywhere from massive cloud of comets to a Dyson sphere, and if you don't know what that is, picture a massive shell or ring surrounding a star or a sun like ours that draws solar energy from it. But yes, I think the coolest one is definitely these alien megastructures that people are talking about, and maybe it is just the media pushing it a bit too far, but if true, I think we're all sitting there hoping for it. Maybe some of us aren't, but I think that will change our world if it happens to be an alien megastructure. Yes. Now, talking about humanity and alien races traveling to distant galaxies and stars, in our geek news, we're talking about the new Star Trek series to premiere in 2017. Can I get a hell yeah? And the franchise will be a brand new series launched in January 2017, 1 year after it turns 50. Now, CBS made the announcement stating that Alex Kurtzman, who co-wrote the two latest Star Trek films, will be the executive producer for the new series, which will be streamed over CBS's on-demand online service. Now, here's the bad news. You can watch the premiere on TV, but after that, you'll have to pay the $5.99 a month service in order to see more episodes. Yes. Now, as you well know, a Star Trek television show hasn't graced the airways since Enterprise ended its fourth season run in 2005, and I think we're all waiting for this one in anticipation. But yes, a little something to curb our appetite. The new Star Trek Beyond movie will be released in 2016, so a nice little taster before the series starts, and then we can get on with it. Yes, let's talk about our tech news. Bad news for the world's biggest tech companies getting a failing grade on data privacy rights. Now, this is an article written for theguardian.com, but I'll be posting a link on our Twitter and Facebook page, as well as in the show notes, and you can go and check this out for yourself. But here's how it goes. Tech firms, including Facebook, Google, and Microsoft, even Europe's mobile companies, Vodafone and Orange, to name a few, have failed to offer their users basic disclosures about privacy and censorship. Now, this is according to a survey which was conducted by the New America Foundation think tank, and one of which didn't even provide user agreements in the proper language. Yes, very disappointing. Now, apparently Google was the highest scorer with 65% amongst an index of 16 publicly traded companies, eight of which was web-based firms and 8 telecoms. Now, the lowest scorer on the list was Mail.ru. This is a Russian emailing service often used to create spam accounts, which scored a very, very low 13%. Just get rid of it. I don't think we need spam delivered to us anymore. I think we're all sick of spam. But yes, let's get to something a little bit on a lighter note with our gadget of the week. Coolest thing Skype has launched since Skype started. Now, this is an article written for ibtimes.co.in, and I'll be posting a link on our Twitter and Facebook page, as well as in the show notes for you to go and check out. You have to check this out. This is so cool. Skype has launched Starship Technologies, which is a company that plans to employ a small wheeled robot to deliver items to the homes of its consumers. So freaking cool. Now, the co-founders of Skype launched the company in 2014 with the concept that the deliveries will be sent to a central hub before the 6-wheeled electric-powered autonomous robots will make the deliveries to the homes within 5 to 30 minutes. Now, the robots are installed with a hollow center and a lockable carrying case. Yes, very cool. Starship Technologies said that the robot will be able to carry the equivalent of 2 grocery bags. So not exactly something big, but if you need something done quickly and you don't have the time to go and get it, this is pretty damn cool. Yes. Movies we can't wait to see. This week we're talking about The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, as well as #horror. Yes, Mockingjay Part 2, the final installment of the franchise, and we have been waiting for this one. Let me tell you what this part is about. As the war of Panem escalates to the destruction of other districts by the capital, Katniss Everdeen, the reluctant leader of the rebellion, must bring together an army against President Snow while all she holds dear hangs in the balance. Directed by Francis Lawrence, starring Jennifer Lawrence and Liam Hemsworth. This is something we all been waiting for, and finally it is upon us. Our second movie this week, we're talking about #horror. Now, I haven't seen the trailer. I've only read about this so far, but this looks pretty damn cool. I came across it today. Inspired by actual events, a group of 12-year-old girls face a night of horror when the compulsive addiction of an online social media game turns a moment of cyberbullying into a night of insanity. Yes, I think this touches quite a bit of us with the whole social media bullying and everything going on. You can never be too careful taking care of your privacy on social media. Definitely. I think we've all been warned too many times, and I think parents are looking out for their kids, especially when it comes to social media bullying, and this is a movie that I think portrays this very, very clearly. So, parents, if you want to go and check this one out, I'm not sure if there's an age restriction, but judging on the title, it seems like it's a bit of a thriller, so just keep that in mind when you do go and check it out. But yes, this will be pretty cool. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning into the show. This has been episode number 5 of the Geekykeys Podcast show. Yes, like you heard at the top of the show, if you would like to support us, please do so at patreon.com/geekykeys. But do not worry, this will not change anything about the show. It'll always be free to download or listen to. So please go and subscribe to us on iTunes, as well as follow us on SoundCloud or Twitter at Geekykeys, and then catch every show as it comes out. But thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.